Hi, this video is going to deal with playlists and track comping. To begin with, what is a playlist? Avid defines a playlist as a sequence of regions arranged on an audio or MIDI track. It can be made up of a single region or many separate regions. It can further be made up of similar elements, such as regions recorded in one take, or dissimilar elements, such as sound effects. So what does this mean? Well, I've created 3 separate playlists to demonstrate. Playlist 1 represents a single region.
Swerving like I'm drunk as hell, dodging all these feelings cause I feel like jail.
Playlist 2 represents multiple regions from similar takes. You can see 1, 2, 3, and 4.
The sun starts to rise cause baby I just cannot deal. Something in the way you look at me like you can't believe I'm real. My heart doing it.
In the third playlist, there are regions from several different audio sources: robot voices, drum loops, and guitars.
Hello. Stop.
When recording, I'll generally have the singer record 3 or 4 takes of the vocal track. Each one of these takes will reside on a separate playlist. To access these playlists, click on the down arrow next to the track name and a menu appears. You'll see New, Duplicate, Delete Unused, as well as any previously recorded takes. In this session with Kelsey Younds, we recorded 3 vocal takes. Now it's time for us to comp the vocals. I've been told by one set of engineers that comp is short for composite, and by a different set of engineers that it is short for compile. I'm not sure which is the correct name, but it's the process that is what is important. In general, we are locating the very best parts of each take and assembling them onto one track. I want to make sure before I start that command focus is turned on. To do this, go to the top right corner of the edit window and make sure that the A to Z button is illuminated. What this does is enable shortcuts on your computer keyboard. The first step in comping is to create a main playlist. Select the vocal track by clicking on the name and press Ctrl/ to create a new playlist. I'm now presented with a dialog box asking me for a name for the new playlist. I'm going to call this lead vocal edit _ today's date _ and the song title. I can then click OK or hit the Enter key. You will now see that a blank playlist appears. In order to see all of the playlists residing inside of this track, go to the Track View selector and click Playlists. These are the playlists associated with the audio track. I'm going to make all of the playlists and audio tracks the same size. To do this, I'll press the Option key and click in the area immediately to the right of the track meters. Fit to window. At this point, I'm going to preview the different parts of the vocal by pressing the solo button one at a time for each playlist. One very helpful way to keep perspective is to simply highlight a small portion of the audio and listen to that on each playlist. Here we go. I'm going to solo the playlist and then hit play.
Does it go like did a little while? I learn to make you smile. I take it.
I think we bit off a little more than we could chew. So, because I have command focus enabled, I'm going to press the T key to zoom in and then select a little less audio. How about right there?
go like, did a little while, I learned to make.
Again, because the command focus mode is enabled, I can press the semicolon to take our selection and move it to the next playlist. I'm going to hit solo on that playlist and press the spacebar.
Does it go like, did a little while, learn to make.
And then again, semicolon, solo,
Does it go like, did a little while, learn to make.
I think the playlist that I like the best is the second one. I can press the P key to move our selection up by one playlist. In order to have this audio copied to the main playlist, I can go to the Edit menu, come down to Copy Selection to Main Playlist, or I can use the keyboard shortcut on a Mac, Control-Option-V, and on a PC, Alt-Start-V. And you can see that that piece of audio moved up to our main playlist. And then we're just going to keep moving along and listening and editing. Here we go.
Yes, smile, I take it. Yes, smile, I
Now I'm going to press the semicolon to move down. Solo. Play.
take a smile, take a
Semicolon. Solo. And play.
smile, take a
Let's listen to the first one again.
smile, I take it.
I like that one. So again, I'm going to press Control, Option, V. And the audio is placed in the main playlist. We'll do a couple more of these.
Personally, when you're sad, go the extra mile.
Semicolon. Solo.
Personally, when you're sad, and I go the extra mile.
Semicolon. Solo.
Personally, when you're sad, and go the extra mile.
I think I like the second one. Going to press the P key to move our selection up one level, and then Control, Option, V. Let's do one more.
You found somebody else, my whole life goes to hell.
I'm going to press the P key to move up one level, solo,
You found somebody else, my whole life goes to hell.
and again the P key and solo.
Found somebody else, my whole life goes to hell.
Let's use the third playlist. Control, Option, V. So now we've compiled various sections of the song from the 3 takes. Let's listen a little closer and see what we need to edit.
Does it go like, did a little while, gonna make you smile. I take it personally when you're sad and I go the extra mile. You found somebody else, my whole life goes to hell.
So I do hear a few pieces of audio that need to be edited. I'm going to collapse the playlist view by selecting Waveform. Then expand the waveform so it takes up the entire screen. And now we're just going to listen here.
Gonna make you smile.
So it seems like we cut something off right here. Going to zoom in using the T key. And you can see that we did lose something.
Gonna make you smile.
That sounds better.
Take it personally when you're sad and I go the extra mile. You found some.
I think we cut off a tiny piece of the breath here. So we're going to push that over, zoom out, and let's take a listen.
Does it go like, did a little while, gonna make you smile. I take it personally when you're sad and I go the extra mile. You found somebody else, my whole life goes to hell.
So that sounds great. So what you can see by looking at the different regions on the screen is that they're all different colors. If we go back to the playlist view, you can see that each one of the colors lets us know where the region came from. This piece came from this playlist, this piece from this playlist, here from here, and here from here. If I ever want to go back and do some more editing on this, it's helpful to keep a version of this edited track. But when I'm mixing, I want this to all be from one contiguous file. In order to do this, Pro Tools has a function called consolidate. Before we consolidate, we want to create a duplicate playlist so that what we've done here doesn't get lost. We're going to go to the playlist selector and select duplicate. Now we're going to change the name from lead vocal edit to lead vocal comp. Click OK. We can see in our playlist view that there's lead vocal comp, lead vocal edit, and other playlists. With lead vocal comp selected, we're going to highlight all of the audio on this playlist, and we can either go to Edit, Consolidate Clip, or we can use the command Shift-Option-3. Now you can see that we have one contiguous file on a different playlist, lead vocal edit. We have our edited file, and then we have all of our other playlists.
Does it go like did a little bar gonna make you smile? I take it personally when you're sad and I go the extra mile. You found somebody else, my whole life goes to hell.
So that's how I comp a vocal. I hope you found this video interesting and helpful, and I look forward to hearing any feedback you may have. As always, feel free to post any questions or any suggestions for further videos.